Welcome to Unapologetically Badass, the podcast for women over 40 who are done dimming their light. I'm your host, Renee Fleming, coach, queen, and master of the midlife glow up. Solo chats, epic guests, no filter. Let's freaking go. Hello there, my beautiful queens, and welcome back to another episode of the Unapologetically Badass podcast. Today isn't just another episode. Today's a milestone. It's a reflection. It's a celebration. And honestly, a moment I'm deeply honored to share with you because as you're hearing this, I am officially 56 years old. Now, I know some women hide their age, whisper it, tuck it into the corner of a sentence. But for me, 56 is a badge of honor. 56 is power. 56 is proof that I survived things that could have crushed me. Proof that I kept going when life said, sit the fuck down. Proof that I didn't quit on me. And I'll tell you something, I didn't want to rush this episode. I wanted to record it ahead of time so I could truly sit with my thoughts. I wanted to breathe through my truth, honor it, and share it with the same intention that's guided me this entire year of my life. Because turning 56 isn't about age, it's about arrival. Let me tell you something about turning 56. It hits different. This isn't like turning 40 or 50 when you're pressured to reinvent yourself in some dramatic way. This isn't about proving anything. This is really about knowing who I am, knowing what I stand for, knowing the difference between what I'll tolerate and what I won't, knowing the power I carry, and knowing with absolute freaking clarity that the woman I am today is the woman I used to pray to become. At 56, I feel more grounded in my skin than I ever have, more aligned, more confident, more unapologetic. When I look back at younger versions of myself, the 20-year-old, the 30-year-old, the 40-year-old, I just want to hug her because she was trying so damn hard. She was navigating pain and expectation and responsibility and dreams that felt too big for the life she was living. I could cry. And now I get to honor her. Turning 56 feels like the moment where all the pieces finally click, where the lessons make sense, where the healing settles, where the strength becomes effortless. It feels like stepping onto a stage I built brick by brick, even when no one clapped. So writing my book, Unapologetically Badass, Fuck the Rules, Wear the Crown, was one of the most confronting and liberating things I've ever done. Because the truth is, I wasn't just writing a book. I was rewriting my story. So there were chapters I wanted to avoid, right? Chapters that still make my chest tighten. Chapters that force me to revisit memories I buried because surviving them once felt like enough. Whether it's childhood wounds or feeling unseen, the marriage, the divorce, the years of being underestimated, rebuilding alone, heartbreak, estrangement, and the quiet moments where you didn't know if you'll ever feel whole again. When I wrote certain pages, I cried, bawled. When I wrote others, I laughed how far I'd come. And when I finished the manuscript, I realized something really profound. I had spent decades trying to be the woman everyone needed and almost forgot to become the woman I needed. I wrote this line in the book and it still hits me every time I read it or think about it. A queen is not crowned by approval. She's crowned by survival. Let that land. This year brought moments that reopened wounds, but also moments that sealed them, moments that tested me, but also moments that transformed me, moments that hurt, but also moments that healed. Estrangement is one of those wounds that never will close. It is a pain without a map. It is a heartbreak with out closure. But what I learned this year is that healing doesn't always come from reconciliation. Sometimes it comes from choosing peace for yourself. And somewhere between writing the book and living this year, I stopped chasing closure and started creating purpose. Now let's talk about the wins, okay? Not from ego, but from evidence. This year was filled with milestones that made me pause and say, damn, I did that. So, IAOTP, Top Empowerment Coach of the Year. This wasn't just an award. Being on the NASDAQ billboard. This was acknowledgement. It was a moment where I felt seen. For the years I poured into women, one conversation at a time. Bombshell Boss Babe induction. Like this one hit me emotionally because the younger me never felt like she belonged in circles like that. So this was acceptance into a community of women who lead loudly. My Bella Grace leadership explosion. I can't even speak right. I'm helping women change their lives from the inside out, physically, financially, emotionally, and I'm just getting started. The Watch Me Rise, the anthem. Like this song isn't just a brand movement. It is my personal prayer. It's my battle cry. It's my testimony set to music. And yes, it is available everywhere you listen to music. Brand recognition everywhere I go. Women know the crown. They heard of the wine coming. They know the brand. They know the mission. These weren't random wins. They were divine confirmations. And let me say this slowly because I want you to feel it. My mission is not my business. My mission is women. I don't wake up every day to sell something. I wake up every day to give women hope, confidence, tools, and income options. I serve the woman who forgot her dreams, the woman who rebuilt herself after heartbreak, the woman who's raising kids, managing life, and trying to remember who the fuck she used to be. I serve the woman who speaks her desires because life taught her to play small, and I help her speak them out loud. Now, in my book, I wrote, women don't need saving, they need space. Space to rise, space to express, space to rebuild, space to become. And that is the space I'm building with every single thing I create. This year, I experienced support I wasn't used to receiving. Your messages, your shares, your enrollments in my programs, your trust in me as your coach, your belief in my mission, they healed places in me I didn't know were still aching. Every DM that says, "You've changed my life," or "Your voice gave me hope," is worth more than any award I'll ever receive. I dedicated my book to every woman who ever felt alone because I know that feeling. And now I know what it's like to feel connected. So thank you for walking this journey with me. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for celebrating me at 56. Now let's talk about what's ahead because 56 is not the finish line. This is the freaking launchpad. Expanding the Badass Queen agency, okay? With consultants, growth. I have brand strategy. There's all sorts of things that we're doing at the Badass Queen agency to help women build their fuck it fund, okay? And that includes podcasts and giving people voices. We're talking about Badass Queen wine actually launching. Yes, I've been talking about it for a while. It is happening. I am working on it, and I am so thrilled with being able to launch this next year. Bigger stages, keynotes. There's going to be events, summits. Stay tuned because lots will be planned for you to attend as well as things that I'm working on for my brand, my AI suite and digital empire. I've got lots of resources for you, and I'm continuing to scale that to help you grow your business. I love sharing my Bella Grace programs, products, because helping women rise is really important for me through income and confidence. Of course, media, press, visibility, both locally, nationally, and yes, healing, alignment, and peace, right? Me choosing me, and I want you to choose you. And I am stepping into the most powerful era of my life. My book ends with this message: your crown was never lost, it was waiting. And at 56, I am finally wearing mine fully. Now, before I close this birthday episode, I want to speak directly to the woman listening. Ready? You're not done. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are becoming. If my 56 years have taught me anything, it's this: the version of you you're afraid to become, that's the truest one. My birthday isn't an ending, it's an invitation for you, for me, for every woman who's ready to claim her next chapter. So here's to 56. Here's to rising. Here's to becoming. Here's to wearing the damn freaking crown. I love you deeply, and thank you for celebrating this moment with me. Well, that's a wrap for today, Queen. But don't just walk away inspired, walk away activated. If this episode lit a fire under your fabulous ass, hit that follow button, leave a review, and share it with your fiercest ride or die. Your support helps this podcast reach even more women who are ready to reclaim their power. And hey, if you're ready to look, feel, and earn like $1 million freaking bucks, I've got an entire badass empire waiting for you. From confidence boosting merch to brand strategy, coaching, collagen, content, and everything in between, head on over to reneecarbonefleming.com or tap the link in the show notes. Pick your flavor of badass and let's turn midlife into your power era. Stay bold, stay unapologetic, and wear the damn crown.